Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and the next expansion of Dragonflight is fast approaching. The pre-patch is set to launch in just 1 week, followed by the official release date towards the end of the next month. And many are still scrambling to choose which class they go into main in the Dragon Isles. On this channel, we've been hosting a lot of 5v5 duels over on the Dragonflight beta, where we've seen some of the biggest burst combinations, incredible intense encounters, broken overpowered trinkets, and some of the most surprising classes competing at the highest level. And I've been getting messages from you guys asking me which class is going to be the strongest and the safest pick if you're looking to dominate within PvP. Because we haven't seen any final tuning numbers, it's simply impossible to know which class is ultimately going to be the strongest. A playstyle dominating today could see nerfs in the following build, which has been the case for many classes over the last few weeks of beta. However, I did want to highlight a few playstyles that are seeing obvious improvements in Dragonflight. Specifically, I wanted to cover the specs that found themselves less than popular or outside of the general meta, as these playstyles could potentially become serious competitors for PvP as we head into the next expansion of Dragonflight. But right before that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future and upcoming Dragonflight beta builds. The Arcane Mage has generally been behind the Speck of Fire when it comes to their PvP popularity. But it seems that the footing between those two playstyles becomes more even with the return of the class talent trees. Starting with a very robust control kit, every spec gains access to the Dragon's Breath ability, a powerful disorient normally exclusive to the Speck of Fire. Movement impairments like Ice Nova or a modified version of Cone of Cold. Displacement for enhanced mobility and a powerful defensive of greater invisibility. Ice Flows is a very underrated spell with a ton of potential, allowing mages to execute spellcasts while moving, establish control behind the safety of cover, or sneak around the corner while charging up a powerful Arcana Sphere. Arcane mages can enhance their burst in a variety of different ways, with Evocation, Rune of Power, and Arcane Power increasing their burst output greatly. Enhance the output of Barrage, even turning it into a powerful range execute ability, and drop a flaming boulder on your enemy's heads, which greatly impacts your burst. Arcane mages also learn Ring of Fire, which helps add more damage consistency, while Ice Wall creates space between you and your target. The enhanced control kit and buffs to damage output should help Arcane mages flourish. The biggest change in Dragonflight is them getting a diverse list of spells and abilities. Normally, Arcane often gets locked out of its primary spell school, which can be detrimental to the spec's survivability, mobility, and damage. Gaining more Frost and Fire spells in your kit will help Arcane greatly, which enhances your overall performance. The Spearhand Strike makes a return for Mistweaver Monks in Dragonflight, which opens up new opportunities for big, risky plays. Mistweaver Monks have excellent mobility tools to help them close the gap and create game-winning situations, either by stopping the enemy crowd control effects or preventing the enemy healer from recovering their health. Monk's defensive toolkit is also seeing improvements, with the talents of Bounce Back to counter burst situations, emergency healing with Strength of Spirit and Vivification, and passive survivability with Elusive Mists. Restoral helps heal allies even while under control. Calming Coalescence and Misty Life enhance the value of Life Cocoon as an emergency cooldown to help save your allies. Gift of Celestials turns Yulon into a 1-minute cooldown, which provides more healing value and mana reduction. Secret Infusion helps modify secondary stats. Rise and Sun Kicks will increase your versatility, which can help mitigate damage, while Vivify increases mastery, which helps increase your overall healing. Soothing Mist can heal multiple allies and increases their healing value on them by 20%. Renewing Mist healing over time can spread to multiple targets. Renewing can proc Enveloping Mist, and Enveloping can spread its healing benefits to nearby allies. Enveloping Mist also provide greater healing output with Overflowing Mist, which creates a powerful passive healing combination. The Mighty Ox Kick helps displace enemy players, knocking them back behind the monk. This allows Mistweavers more control to either knock away aggressors or displace enemy healer into a disadvantageous position. Precognition rewards the ability to juke interrupts, which is an act of casting spells but cancelling early to hopefully bait the enemy interrupts. Precognition can help you stabilize your party when dealing in high-stress situations. These changes should give Mistweaver monks more survivability and healing output. The interrupt ability with incredible mobility could make Mistweavers a deadly team player, and will hopefully help them flourish in rated arena PvP in Dragonflight. Enhancement Shamans have been massively upgraded in Dragonflight, starting with their talent trees. All Shaman specs gain access to Lightning Lasso, which helps enhancement feel more consistent when locking their targets down, compared to the Capacitor Totem Stone, which isn't nearly as reliable. Thunderstorm is a powerful defensive ability that sends all enemies flying, and can be modified into a knock-up effect to be used more offensively. Enhancement Shaman sees improvements to their survivability, with talents like Elemental Orbit providing multiple elemental shields, which helps enhance both healing and Maelstrom generated. Focus Insight increases all healing effectiveness, and Currents allows for better healing output. Enhance your mobility with Gusts of Wind, which can be used to cover ground quickly or escape your foes utilizing greater altitude. Protect your allies with totems, like Tranquil Air to help reduce interrupts value, Stone Skin to help reduce physical damage, and Earth Grab to keep your foes at bay. Enhancement Shaman gains access to powerful elemental combinations, with Feral Spirits, which can help enhance your elemental output. Pair elemental damage together with Overflowing Maelstrom for greater burst value. Primordial Wave can be upgraded with Primal Maelstrom to help generate Maelstrom stacks in the process. And Ascendance can be greatly empowered with Thorim's Invocation, which helps enhance the deadliness of Enhancement Shaman. Enhancement Shamans is bolstered by their ability to establish control, either by providing greater defense support for allies or more consistent pressure to the enemy team. Enhancement Shaman has always benefited from ranged elemental damage, and Dragonflight seeks to deliver on more tools to turn this spec into an elemental power cannon. New survivability options and totems should make this spec an excellent team player when it comes to rated group content. Shadow Priests are seeing major updates in Dragonflight. No longer is this spec limited to mostly shadow magic, but as a priest you gain access to holy spells as well. This update alone is pretty massive. It allows Shadow Priests a new outlet of casting, even when interrupted. Previously, getting locked out on shadow spells locked you out of both damage and survivability, which left you quite vulnerable. Shadow gains access to Renew, Prayer of Mending, Flash Heal, Holy Nova, and Power Word Life to help increase your overall healing and personal survivability. Along with these holy spells, Shadow also gains powerful off-healing capabilities. Shadow also gains access to Angelic Bulwark, which helps prevent damage taken when encountering tough situations. In Dragonflight, priests gain even more mobility options, with Angelic Feather, Body and Soul, and Phantasm, which helps you maintain your movement speed, or slow the target with Apathy to help prevent their approach. Shadow priests gain even more instant cast spells that help increase the movement and reduce the chance of being interrupted, with Shadow Insight proccing instant Mind Blast, Surge of Darkness proccing instant Mind Spikes, and Divine Star, which flies forward and then returns to your location. Shadow Priests can either enhance their damage over time pressure to rot the enemy team over time, slowly devouring them in darkness, or the spec can become more bursty, getting surprise elements over the foes, shattering their minds while keeping them feared. Overall, Shadow Priests are finally embracing their priest identity as the helpful support class of the party, capable of taking a role of a healer for a limited amount of time. The spec gains even more mobility, which helps them escape danger. Shadow Priests can also better define their playstyle with the new set of talent trees, getting access to spread damage or burst damage, which makes them versatile in various group compositions. Affliction Warlock is gaining a lot of ground in Dragonflight, which helps put them on a more even footing with demonology, starting with the Warlock talent tree. The class of Warlock has become nearly indestructible in the current beta update of Dragonflight, with multiple talents that enhance their stamina, passives that reduce damage taken, and buffs to their healing capabilities. The Demonology exclusive talent of Soul Link becomes available for all 3 specs, which evens out all Warlocks when it comes to their sturdiness. The powerful Absorb of Dark Pact can be upgraded with cooldown reduction. Unending Resolve can either become more powerful or reduce its own downtime. But the ability of Soulborn has to be the most impactful addition. Consume a Soul Shard to unlock the hidden potential of certain abilities. Demonic Circle causes you to move with haste and becoming unstoppable for a short amount of time. Demonic Gateway can be placed down instantly for an easy escape. Drain Life generates an Absorb Shield which helps bolster your health. And Hellstorm becomes more potent while increasing your overall stamina. The Spec of Affliction embraces its roots of crippling corruptions and unstable afflictions in Dragonflight, with many talents that help enhance your damage over time output. The talent of Soul Swap makes it easy to apply your deadly afflictions. The ability of Hunt can be upgraded further to increase the value of your damage over time effects. Affliction can also talent into Nightfall, which helps integrate Shadow Bolt into your rotation with added instant damage. Shadow Bolt can then be upgraded into Drain Soul. Drain is an instant but gains Nightfall benefits, becoming more potent. Where Drain Soul is best at is in the executes. The ability, while enhanced by Nightfall, gains serious finisher potential, which gives Affliction stopping power. Inevitable Demise turns Drain Soul into a powerful burst damage and healing ability, which can cleave multiple foes with Soul Rod application. Drain Life can also be further upgraded with emergency healing passives, healing over time benefits, and quicker channel upgrades. In Dragonflight, Affliction is able to return to the basics, spreading rot and group-wide pressure until your foes eventually break from fatigue. Affliction gains a lot of powerful survivability benefits that set it on an equal footing with the other Warlocks, while gaining new tools to help augment its damage in a variety of ways, leaving it prepared for most encounters. And for now, that's going to be the full list of underrated class specs that are seeing obvious improvements heading into the next expansion of Dragonflight. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you possibly considering any of the classes listed in this video for a potential main or alt going forward? And which playstyles are you personally excited to explore for PvP once we get the pre-patch for Dragonflight next week? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or discuss with the other members of the community what you think about the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.